Don't watch, Mom. Okay, let's make it official. I'm gonna hike the Pacific Crest Trail. I'm so excited. So I just left Mike's place after a couple of hours of putting my feet up and relaxing. I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs up. Mixed reviews on that from people, but you know, I can hang with that kind of vibe. It's just, you know, there's just resourceful stuff everywhere, and it's kind of like what's ours is yours, and everything's by donation. They've got beers, there's pot, but you know, like, I don't partake of that stuff. But I mean, that's nice for people who, I don't know, they're just wanting to make people feel comfortable, and give them food, whatever supplies you need. So very welcoming, and I had a nice time. Met several hikers, got some great pictures. Yeah. Weighed my pack. Oh my god. So I filled up my water there, filtered it. I'm carrying 5 liters, no, carrying 2.5 liters of water right now. My pack is 40 pounds. Yeah. Imagine that. So, I'm gonna eat down some of my food tonight. That's my plan. So I'm gonna hike for another maybe 8 miles or so, 6 to 8 miles. And then I'm going to eat a bunch of food. So, can't wait. Oh, I fell down. It was steep, but I was looking at my Gut Hook app while I was going down a steep climb. That was stupid. Fell down, went boom. I got my first ever hiking road rash / raspberry. Let's see if I can see it. I haven't even seen it. Ouch. So I'm about 2 miles from the small spring. So I'm gonna try to find camping somewhere around there and call it a night. So I'll probably hike as late as I have been, probably like another hour. I'll wrap it up just before 8. Now I have to do first aid on myself. Dude, I can't even believe I did that. I am so tired. It was a long day today. It's hot. I did, I think, like 15 miles with a 40-pound pack. I'm gonna cook myself up some spiced apple cider, and I don't know if I'm gonna even have dinner. I might just have a granola bar. But I'm pooped. I got a really nice spot here. There's nobody else around, so I could be a little noisier than normal. It's like 8:45 at night. Most everyone sleeps, but I'm going to do a little journaling, do a little cooking, and then hit the hay. And tomorrow I'm going to head to Paradise Cafe. I'm heading toward that way so I could actually be there and hang out on Sunday. So, good night, y'all. End of day 10. Everything's going good so far, except for the road rash. That kind of stings. But, I'll catch you later. It's Saturday, April 27th. I bet I have beets in my teeth. It's the part I don't care for. That's kind of how I feel when I come back from a long day of hiking. Deflated. I dig a little hole outside my tent door to brush my teeth. This stuff is awesome. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I get thigh rub. I use this in between because it really helps me to not chafe as bad as I'm chafing if I weren't using it. But good news, my thighs are rubbing together less, which means maybe they're shrinking. I feel like I'm walking faster with less friction. All right, Saturday, got my water filled up from that little spring that they say couldn't be done. That did it. I didn't want any stinky water. There was like really sulfury water at Tully. So I filled up, I'm good. Next water is in about 1.5 miles from here. That's from a cistern. So it's a beautiful day. I'm loving all the variety of cactus today and the red sand and rocks. It's quite bitchin'. That's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Look in the very center. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, kind of reminds me of like, you know, when people can be kind of hard or abrasive or thorny on the outside, maybe unapproachable. But you know what? Everybody's got their time when they flower. I think everybody has something deep down inside. We might not show it all the time, but I think each of us are just a different kind of a plant. Some people show flowers all the time, and some people are a little bit more conservative and share their magic when it's time. Oh, that's so cool. It just doesn't look appetizing, but
yeah, I think it's gonna be better than you think.
Probably better than the rotten egg smelling water that people were
collecting. So funny. That's definitely getting posted on Facebook.
Those comments were funny. I wonder what they're gonna.
Here is the cistern we're fishing water out of.
That's from yesterday.
Ooh, yummy! But it is tasty, actually.
Get some of this delicious algae.
This is rainwater, and they built this. It's like on the slope here, and it runs that way into the drain and catches. similar to a French drain, I guess. Pretty ingenious. Hiking from the cistern, heading north toward Paradise Cafe. I have one more water tank stop in a few miles. This is really difficult. Not saying I regret it. I'm embracing it. It's it's just unbelievable. Difficult. It's up, 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 and then, you know, one water thing to the next is 5 miles. I have plenty of water. I don't drink a whole lot. I drink when I get to the source. I drink a lot. And when I wake up and when I go to bed. But I'm probably better off carrying no water. It's hot enough. I have a nice breeze at the moment, but it's a lot of uphill with a pack. So, the heavy pack. This is where you come to fill up from the water tank. I did not need any extra water because I still had some from the last carry, but I did stop here and put my feet up on my pack for 20 minutes, which felt so great. And I leaned right there into this tree. It was so awesome. And this is such a cool little place. Here's a little sign-in book right here. Super thoughtful, whoever put all this together. We've got a couple picnic tables here in the shade. We're like in the middle of nowhere. A little library here. If you want to ditch the book that you brought, just put it right in here. Ooh, another pencil sharpener. And the three amigos, Walt Whitman, John Muir, and Henry David Thoreau. So yeah, that's it. There's the newer John up there, and this cute little moody owl. And thank you, contributors, for providing this awesome place for us, PZT hikers. He is right there in the middle of the trail, sunning himself. Oh, I don't know if I should get that close. I'm probably gonna throw something by it so it scoots along. Okay, wish me luck. Don't come toward me. She is. Go away. Come on, move along.
Well done.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, he's still checking me out. He's not very happy. Go on. Holy crap, that was my first rattlesnake encounter. I've seen 4 snakes on the trail. Well, 5 now. First time being a rattlesnake. Don't want to cross paths with those without being aware. Like so many times I just walk and I'm like blah blah blah. It is like right in the middle of the path. Kind of crazy. Don't freak out, Mom. I'm okay. I know you think I'm crazy and you still love me anyways, so that's cool. Bye. Another rattlesnake. This is crazy. I haven't seen one in 11 days and I see 2 of them within a half an hour. Get along, little snakey. Oh, lordy. I'm about 2 miles before Paradise Valley Cafe. It's 6:30 at night, and I figured I'd probably sleep better up here than on the porch with a bunch of people. And the cafe would probably be closed by the time I got in there. So I'm gonna go there for breakfast in the morning. I am just so dead right now. Today is brutal. It could have been hotter, I guess. Oh, but it was hot. Oh, it could have been more uphill, I guess, but it was pretty uphill. I wish my pack were lighter. I wish I could switch out my backpack for a lighter pack, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna figure out how to lighten my load. Maybe tomorrow or after a few more days when I get resupplied in Idyllwild, and I think I'm gonna take a 0 or 2 there, because why not? Good morning. It's day 12. I'm so excited. I'm packing up at 7 a.m. I'm heading to Paradise Valley Cafe for breakfast. They open at 8. I'm gonna hustle. So beautiful. What a beautiful morning. Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday to me. Happy Sunday to all my loves. I am on the road to Paradise Valley Cafe. Pretty empty there behind me. Not a whole lot of cars. Maybe because today's Sunday. But it's a pleasant walk into town. There was a sign back there that if you call the cafe, they'll come pick you up, which is really nice, but I feel able-bodied, so I don't want to take advantage of that. Just a mile walk into town. So, and this feels really safe too. There's not a lot of traffic. So, pretty stoked. There it is right there. Whew. I'm smelling pancakes already. I'm so excited. I hope those are pancakes I smell. I want me some pancakes. Woo! I made it to Paradise Cafe. Look who I found. It's my buddies, Hop Along, Easy, and Pablo. What are we eating today? Oh.
Chicken fried steaks.
Can you believe that I'm still not sitting at the table scarfing my face? But I'm gonna now. You heading into Idyllwild? You heading into Idyllwild?
Later, yeah. But right now I'm just trying to get.
Nice. That would be Mouth. That was pretty easy for him to get a ride. He didn't even have to stick his thumb out. Gee, must have been the shorts. And just like that, I am magically in Idyllwild. So I got a hitch from Paradise Valley Cafe. It took about 2 or 3 minutes. A really nice guy named Chris, a drummer, picked me up, brought me into his hometown, dropped me off at my friend's place here. A friend of mine's working on the road repair here in Idyllwild, and he offered me a place to stay while he's at work. He works all through the night. So I'm going to shower, clean up, crash here, and I'm super excited. The reason I made my way over here to Idyllwild is because there's a storm coming. So it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, starting tonight. And I just really didn't want to take the chance of having to hang out in my tent for 24 hours if I didn't have to, or even 10 hours. So it's good to be up and moving around. My feet feel great ever since my foot massage this morning. And so I'm just waiting to meet my friend here at the Fireside Inn, and I'm gonna get myself a shower. It was so great to get to stay here in my buddy's room while he was gone working all night. He's doing some of the road repair here in Idyllwild, and he's on the night crew because that's when it's the best time to do the work. And I know it's bloody cold out there. He's going to be back here shortly. I'm going to clear the room so he can go to sleep. I'm gonna find myself a little cafe with some Wi-Fi. But super stoked to get a little bit of laundry done, and I'm thinking I might hang out here all day in town, so maybe I'll find somewhere to wash some other really filthy dirty items. It is a drizzly day here in Idyllwild, so walking my way downtown. It's not a big place, I'm just walking down the hill. So little lodges up there, walking to town, looking for coffee and Wi-Fi, and a place that's just gonna let me hang out all day long. Temperature wise, it's really beautiful. I'm gonna cross on the side of the road, pay attention to what I'm doing. And I love Idyllwild. I haven't hung out here in such a long time, so I'm gonna check out and see if there's this little coffee shop that was here last time I was here, because that place is really cool. And if I find it, I'm gonna shoot you some video. We're still at the Red Kettle.
Still at the Red Kettle, but we had some conversations.
This is my new best buddy, Rhyme Time. We had such a great conversation, and the service here is awesome. And he's hiking on. I have to hike back and then forward, so all confusing. You guys will get it along the way. Stay tuned. I think I see my family. Oh, Papa! Oh, my sweet boy! Oh, my sweet boy! Oh, my sweet boy! Where is she? Oh, Baba! Oh, Baba! Come here, you sweet.
There she is, Baba.
Oh, I miss my boy.
No bites.
I think somebody's gonna miss Mama. My baby. My sweet baby boy. My sweet baby boy. Hey guys, I am finally back on trail. I got to have a wonderful morning, afternoon with my hubby and my puppy, and just left Idyllwild. Of course, stopped at Paradise Valley Cafe for a chocolate shake, because I will not have that opportunity anytime in the next several days. And back at 151 miles, 151.8, and already some trail magic. Super cool. People are awesome, but I don't need anything because I am satiated. I just need to hike. I am back on trail and I'm super excited. So yes, I will miss my family, but a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Now that I'm back on trail after being off for 2.5 days, oh man, it's like starting over. But the good news is, at about the point where I checked, thinking I was wondering, oh, I wonder if I've even hit a mile or a mile and a half yet. And I was already at 3.5 miles, so that's the good news. But I'm just starting to pick up my gait. That's a good thing. And I'm feeling like I am in another one of those, like Jurassic Land of the Lost backdrops. Remember that show? Probably a lot of you have no idea what I'm talking about because I'm going way back. Land of the Lost. It was with there was Chaka. Chaka was like he was like a, I don't know, what was he? I don't know, what was he, you guys? He was like a monkey boy or caveman boy or something. And there was it Will? Will, or was that's maybe Lost in Space, or maybe it's Land of the Lost too. But look around, it's the Land of the Lost. Remember they go in the cave and there was like the colored rocks, the crystals. There was the dad and the sister and the brother. I know, that was pretty cool. Anyhow, that was right around the time of Lost in Space, but that is just what this reminds me of as soon as I get into these rocky areas. So it gets my mind wandering and it passes the time, because if If you haven't noticed, I don't listen to music. I have no earbuds in my ears because I don't have any space left on my phone to really load stuff because I'm doing so much video stuff or photos and stuff on my phone. So I don't know, we'll figure that out. But not important because I'm totally enjoying myself. I don't need music. I'm on a ledge right now, holy crap. And yeah, fun times. Oh my goodness. So check this out. Look at the size of these pine cones. Look at, let's see. It's like the size of a pineapple. That's a baby one. That's a baby. These are giant. They're gigantic. Oh my God, look at this one. My foot. There's a pine cone. People worry about like, oh, is it dangerous to hike the PCT? Like the people, the animals. How about these freaking pine cones? Can you imagine getting pelted in the bean with one of those? They're killer pine cones. Like that would kill you. Probably more than odds are greater of that happening than probably attacked by a bear or a person. So maybe lightning, but whew, big ass pine cones. Good morning. 6 a.m. I need to get an early start today. I've got some steep terrain, some snow to cross, and I need to get my coffee going and my stuff packed, and I'm going to be making my way to Cabazon in the next couple days. So got some miles to cover. I just noticed switching out of my leggings, my wool leggings, into my shorts, and I hold them up to the light. They're pretty darn thin and see-through. So I have no idea what these look like on me because I don't have a mirror. But there you go. That is the see-throughness of my brand new wool leggings. That's where my butt would go, right there. So they look more like pantyhose. I don't know why. I'll have to investigate that next time I'm in town. Otherwise, I'll probably just wear these. Well, I could wear them over my shorts or under my shorts. I don't run around hiking in these anyways, so no big deal. But I did wear these into town in Idyllwild, so hopefully nothing was offensive. Oh. You can imagine this was not my easiest tent setup. Right here in the trees. Sun was going down. What else? I was hungry and I had to pee. But I had to get that tent up first before I lost all the sunlight. So I'm snuggled here in a bunch of trees and I'm about to take down the tent and head out for the day. And my plan is to do 15 to strategically place me where I need to be until I reach Cabazon. I think I'm like 48 miles from Cabazon, something like that. And just because of water sources and all that stuff, I can't really do it any other way than how I'm doing it. So doing 15, it puts me by a water source to camel up for the following day when I have a lot of mileage between water sources. So that's that. I have to say this view is pretty spectacular. I didn't want to stop and show you guys at first, but then the view just kept getting better and better, and I'm like, I have to show them. It's so spectacular. Let me get me out of the frame here. Good morning, America. I hope you guys are enjoying life. I know there's a lot of people are thinking that, like, wow, Kiki's out having fun. I get lots of messages. Have fun. And it's fun. But in the sport of really hard work, I would have to say, if I was in this for the fun, I wouldn't be doing it. I would have quit already because it's amazing. It is more hard work and more planning and more sacrificing than it is fun. So I just happen to be having some fun moments. Like now, this is fun for me, is to truck it up to this viewpoint before I hike down a mile off trail to get some water that's dripping out of a pipe that takes about 1 to 2 minutes to fill up a liter. I'm gonna try to fill up 3 or 4 liters. I'm gonna leave my pack at the top of the hill. I'm hoping no animals get into it while I do so. I'm gonna be as fast as possible. But I guess that's my idea of fun, guys. I am making my way down Cedar Spring. It's supposed to be a reliable source of water down here. It's about a mile off trail. So what I did was I left my pack up at the top at the junction, grabbed some water bottles and my beacon. You never want to be away from that because you never know. This is just one trail down, so it's not like I'm gonna get lost or anything, but I do have my phone and my gut hooks up, and the views just keep getting better. Check this out. It would be awesome if I was carrying the empty bottles going uphill to a spring and carrying them full downhill, but no such luck. Beggars can't be choosers. All right, I made it down to Cedar Springs. This is a remote camping area. It's pretty cool, off the beaten track. You could see why I wanted to lay over in Idyllwild during the rain, because you know, when you see trees that have been downed by wind and lightning and such like that, it's pretty crazy. And right here is where I'm gonna get my water from. There we go. I'm gonna go up this way. It's definitely more than a trickle. Awesome. That is for me to put into my bottle and into my body. Labor of love, carrying this water back up the hill after waiting for the slow trickle from my filter into the bottle. I've got my neat little handy dandy system here, so I don't have to actually carry the waters with my hands. Just balances on my shoulders. But woo! Doing this hill is gonna make the water taste that much better, and it will be that much more appreciated. Isn't that like life? The harder we work for something, the more we appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, I'm on top of the world. Just want to show you kind of the difference of stuff going on here. We've got beautiful pine trees, and then a lot of this little scrub. It's pretty cool. And then we've got some burned stuff up here. Oh man, I feel like I've done so much hiking today. It was getting that water steep, a mile, steep back up with a few pounds of water. I'm doing 15 miles today. It feels like a full day, and I'm on, I think, mile 5, but I've really hiked like 7 miles. No, I think I'm on mile 4, but then those 2 extra besides makes it 6. But 15 minus 4, I still have 11 miles, and I'm on full water bottles because the water's more scarce. So, that's how I feel. But it is beautiful up here, so. This would be cool if I were camping here. This is a cool site. Check it out. This big old rock. It looks like it's full of good energy. There's your view in the morning. So, mysterious campsite 164.8 if you're on gut hooks. It doesn't give any pictures that I know of. That's what it looks like. I'm pretty impressed. I'm gonna plan a visit here sometime. So, onward. Greetings, earthlings. Today's kicking my ass. Beautiful, but an ass kicker. Now I'm in like the burned down forest. From the big Idyllwild fire. Reached all the way up here. These downed trees are enormous. They go right across the path. To go up and around them, it's steep. The footing is really janky, and I'm feeling a bit janky myself. So, every time I take a video, it's like having a little break. So, I'm good. I'm ready to go back to work here today. Bye. So this is all really insane. This is super, super steep. I mean, I couldn't even video the really steep part, but it's freaking steep. But it's just so beautiful. I'm about 4/10 of a mile from a campsite. So, just really cool stuff. Super steep, super steep. I'm just gonna get a little bit of footage here. Then I'm turning it off because this is just craziness. Crazy. Oh my stars. This is a beautiful way to end the evening. Can't wait to put my tent down and make some food and drink some water. Good morning. It's day 17 and I am heading towards Cabazon still. About 20 miles to go before I hit Floor Ridge. Man, I hope I could get some mileage in today, but the uphills are pretty brutal. My pack's weighted down, but I've been eating a lot of food since I've been at this spot. Here I am this morning. View from my tent. It's a gorgeous day. So I'm gonna break stuff down and hit the trail. Well, when life throws you obstacles like this, let me back up a little bit. Yeah, there's no path that goes up and around or down below. I could take that sketchy little path right there, or I could climb over. This little lizard thinks it's a good idea to climb over. I think that's a sign right there. So I'm gonna try my best not to gore myself at the tree branch. I'm gonna reenact had to get through here. Okay, this is a reenactment. Come on. Oh. I had to. My planks and push-ups and squats practice certainly came in handy for that one. Oh, don't watch, I guess you could say I'm a pretty comfortable climber. That was scary, but I did it. That is, frick. It's a huge tree, ain't going anywhere, probably weighs tens of thousands of pounds, and is heading down into that pretty steep canyon. Gorgeous day here on the mountain. Coming to you live from the PCT. Woohoo! First scary moment, I was off trail and I didn't lose my cool, but I was a bit fearful. After climbing over that tree, there's, you're supposed to circle around the bend and climb under the tree up the hill to continue on the path. But instead, there's a path that looks like this. And there's footprints that go up there, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of wonky. Looks like maybe there's been slightage lately in the, you know, it's just kind of messed up. So I went way up there. Not that far up, I went up and past there. And it was just really unstable. Rocks were sliding. My legs are freaking strong though. I'm so stoked because shiz. So anyways, I did make for you future PCT people coming up, and you cross this big log here. I don't even know my mileage right now. Let me check. Mile 171.8. So when you get over that log, don't go up the hill to the right. I put an arrow here in the path pointing to go under this big hunkin' tree. And there's a lot of freaking obstacles here. So it gets pretty sketchy. Right here, you gotta go under this log and under these branches and stuff. And I just crawled. My legs are a little muddy and bloody, but that's okay. It's part of the game. There's a swarm of bees. I'm gonna let them pass. God, I just did that whole log getting off course debacle, and I got like a million bees to deal with. You can't stop me. Okay, guess I have to duck lower next time. I can tell you right now, Logan Bates would not approve. I'm gonna run for it. Don't worry, Logan, I'm not camping under there. This used to be all lush forest. Ah, that's amazing. It was thick and beautiful. It still is beautiful, but there sure isn't any green. Everything burned up in the fire. Awful stuff. There's hope for new life though. There always is. My 175.1, it was saying on gut hook under Tiki's spring that there, or Tiki's creek, whatever, that there was a water source at 175.1. If you scramble up the hill or go 50 feet or 50 yards further, you could find water dripping from a rock. That's a no-go. So it must be dried up, which, I don't know. It rained, but I guess it didn't rain enough to like replenish that. So I have 2 miles before I get to a more reliable water source. I'm good. I still have about a quarter of a liter left, so I'm just saving it, sipping on it. I don't drink a lot anyways when I'm hiking. I guess I wasn't expecting it. I was just kind of hoping that would be true. So, oh well. I'll press on. All right. We are not to the water source yet, but luckily there is snow. Remy is putting it in his Nalgene. Smart. Here, throw it at the camera. Go ahead. Oh, that was refreshing. I like. Oh. So this is pretty awesome. I'm in a very wooded area, probably surrounded by what look like noble firs, beautiful trees, and oh, this is quite a break from all that uphill that I've been doing the last couple days. So I'm in the San Jacinto Wilderness. I'm coming up on Saddle Junction right now, right here, and I'm not gonna take it down into Idyllwild. I'm gonna continue forward. So I'll probably be camping in the next 4 miles or something like that. So right now is a good time for me to stop and figure out where I am, because we got signs everywhere, and I have been here before. So I just got to figure out where I'm supposed to be. Okay, this is where I start getting affected by altitude. I'm only at like 8,600 feet in elevation. So I just get really winded, tired. It's hard for me to even hold my arm up to video this. But I'm gonna stop to take a break. I just need to get some air, get some oxygen in. I'm able to breathe on the way up. It's just for some reason, the rate in which I transfer, the rate in which I supply oxygen to my muscles at this altitude slows way down. So I'm looking forward to getting to camp in about 0.5 miles. So it's kind of a slow crawl. So normally I'd probably be there in like 10 or 15 minutes at the very most, but it might take me a little bit longer. But, you know, you got to get through it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to take it slow, because that's just how I have to do it in order to make it happen. So kind of annoying, but at least there's not a bunch of people around me like just passing me up, because that gets kind of to be a bummer. I'm just up here just by myself. It's a beautiful night. Idyllwild has, or not Idyllwild, San Jacinto has its own sound. I don't know if you can hear it, but check it out. every time I come here, this is just the sound. This is what the mountain sounds like. It's pretty awesome. Can't wait to get my tent up, get some dinner in my belly, get some sleep. Hey, howdy, good evening. I made it to my camp spot. I'm up here in the San Jacinto Wilderness. I don't have shoes on, but this is what we're looking at here. This is gonna be my view as the sun goes down. That's the view behind me. Got some snow. I do have nearby water. I could hear it, so I won't have to melt snow for water, which is great. I'll save fuel, but I can't really finish. I wanted to do another 10 miles today, but I've been uphill so much of the day, and a lot of that was in the snow, and a lot of that was looking for the trail. I got lost also earlier in the day. I was scrambling up a hill, and I got about 900 feet off track. So it was a busy day for me, but the reason I'm stopping tonight, besides just having a long day, is the temperatures are plummeting. You can't see my breath. I've just changed out of my shorts. It's 40 degrees right now, and it's supposed to get down to 32 by 6 a.m., which means I am not gonna start hiking at 6 a.m. I'm gonna sleep in. So I'll probably wake up at 6, but I'm just not gonna be hiking. I'll be journaling or whatever, but this place is awesome. And there's nobody here. That's my favorite part. I love doing this all alone. I don't have to hear noise. I can make all the noise I want. Selfish, I know, but you know, I like to be able to crunch on my corn chips whenever I feel like it without thinking I'm disturbing others. So there's that. I'm so looking forward to crawling into my tent. Clean up a little bit. I can't believe it's 40 degrees out. I did already dig a cat hole when I got here about 20 minutes ago. Dug it because that ground's gonna be freezing in the morning, so I am prepared. There's a great tip. Make a note. Good morning. It's day 17. No, it's day 18 for me in the trail. 18. It's Saturday, and I'm just journaling about the 17th day, which was yesterday, and really getting to the groove of journaling. I've been writing since day one. So video journal, written journal. I'm starting to find that it's not work. It was like work at first. It was like, oh, I gotta get this done. And I really wanted to get this done. I just had to develop the habit of doing it. So I'm really stoked I could pass this on to my kids or on to whoever wants to read it. I am about to do my morning routine with my arnica oil. This stuff's great because it helps with pain relief and bruising and all sorts of stuff. And I started using this when I was doing my martial arts training, and I did that for 8 years and became a really big fan of arnica oil. So I would feel swelling in my arches the first probably 4 or 5 days being on trail, and it would become a little bit debilitating. So I was like, I brought the oil. I gotta stop being lazy. So what I do is I try to do it at night, but if I don't do it at night, I for sure do this in the morning. So either night and morning, or just the morning for sure before I'm going to start hiking. I'll show you what I work on for my feet. This is like a dream. I take my oil. I put 1 drop on there. 1 drop goes such a long way. And then I just take my thumb, leverage my weight, and I just stick in there. It's painful,
but I do it to the point of where it just stops hurting. And I'm just promoting circulation in there. This is so sore. But I'll literally do this to the point of where I'm not feeling pain anymore. It goes away. And then when I do start on the trail, I experience zero pain in my arches. So this just helps reduce the inflammation, just like with any massage.
A spectacular Saturday morning. Woo! I get me a little bit of downhill for some relief. And then it's back uphill again. But this is gorgeous. Oh, dang. I could see for miles and miles. I could see for miles and miles. I could see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. I'm not really in need of water. It's a beautiful, perfect temperature day. It's probably 70 degrees, if that. Sun is out, sky's clear. But I'm gonna camel up on some water here so I don't have to touch my supply. My pack feels nice and light right now, and I know that water is not scarce at this point. So, rehydration starts now. Okay, I ran across this awesome group. Tell me who you are. The Act Up Gang, otherwise known as
Outdoor Leadership Training.
Outdoor Leadership Training. I'm so stoked to hear about this program because I wish I was doing that when I was their age. These guys are going to grow up to be some fine people, and I'm sure they already are, but they're gonna just develop some really freaking cool skills. I just have to say, if you guys don't have this type of a program in your high school, in your nearby high school, you might want to research and see if you can get something started. Because I'm just saying, I've learned so much on the trail, stuff you're not gonna learn sitting at a school desk. I'll tell you. Let's not just share the highlights of my outing, but this is me at 8,700 feet. I just have to move slow and methodically, and I just basically have to breathe with every 2 steps. And God only knows why this happens to me. It's a very low elevation. I get a little stumbly. I got through the nausea. It lasted for about 10 minutes, so that's good. That's what tells me to slow down and just stop and take a breath for a little bit. I could do uphills all day long, but if it's above 8,500 feet, I gotta slow it down. All right, just had a lunch break, filled up with a little water, some electrolytes, and I'm walking through a whole freaking lot of snow. So, making my way towards Fuller Ridge. Might be a while before I check in, to keep my eye on the footprints in the snow. One for this end. I really have no idea. This is such a mystery, this Fuller Ridge. I'm not even really officially on Fuller Ridge. Well, maybe I am. I know there's the truck road up ahead if you want to bail out, type of a thing. But now that I have my micro spikes on, I feel pretty good. I was just not enjoying the sliding all over the place or ending up putting my entire leg through the snow and being up to my hip with one leg in snow. I've been doing this for a couple miles now. It's getting old and I want to get it done because it gets dark in here pretty quickly, but it's still, I don't think it's 5 o'clock yet, so I have plenty of daylight left. But hardest day ever, I think. I just got through some of the scariest moments of my life on Fuller Ridge. I'm alive and well. I need to check in with my family and my husband especially. And my friend that was like, oh my God, be careful. So I got through the hardest part. I thought there was still more hard part ahead. So I kept thinking to myself, this isn't even the worst of it. This isn't the worst of it. This is preparing you for the worst of it. Well, guess what? I was in the midst of the worst of it. And like another life lesson for me, right? I got out of there and now I am enjoying all of this loveliness. Check that out. Check that out. Look how beautiful. So I decided to hike on. I thought to myself, when I am done with this ridge, first of all, I'm gonna cry. And second of all, I'm gonna stop just for the day. I just can't take it anymore. That's how nerve-wracking it was. But I got through it. And look what I'm doing. I'm still hiking. I'm hiking off into the sunset. So everything's good. I actually have a little hiking buddy at the moment that I just met probably about 45 minutes ago. So he helped me with the final push. And I am feeling good. I fell down, but I'm not hurt. And I'm still here to tell the story. I didn't die. Oh, you have no idea how excited I am that that's over with. What an amazing journey. It was beautiful though. I am hustling down the trail, still looking for a camp spot. I'm losing light, but I'm just so happy still. I cried a little bit after I turned off the video before, because it was like my real emotions came out, and that was sketchy. That was sketchy snow on Fuller Ridge, and I was by myself, so I don't know, quite an accomplishment. Anyhow, I can't pass this up. This stuff's just great. I slept kind of good last night. I got a great space. I set up just after sunset because the walk down, was just beautiful. Set up in the dark. The temperature definitely increased, which was good. It was really getting cold, and then by the time I found my tent spot, it had warmed up quite a bit, so I didn't have numb fingers trying to set everything up. In the middle of the night, it was really weird because my body was just in so much turmoil in the middle of the night. Like, I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to walk in the morning, but I feel fine now. Just gave myself a foot massage, calf massage, got up, went to the bathroom. I feel great. So hopefully these little legs will get me moving quickly this morning because it's all downhill. I'm so excited. Yeah, I just missed this. Scared the bejeebers out of me. Oh, frick. He was huge. I would say he was at least 4 feet long. Okay, now I don't see him, so that's not a good sign. I'm gonna keep going. So I'm in a very windy spot right here. Can't really see where I'm going. Holy shit! I'm gonna blow away. Woo! I like Sundays! I like Sundays! Not a care in the world. Just looking. Okay, here's my goals for today. To get to the 200-mile marker, which is very close. Get to the next water source. And third goal, get to the freeway underpass in hopes of there being some trail magic there. Woo! Oh, fourth goal, hitch a ride. So I could get to the fifth goal, Walmart, and maybe a hotel. Yay! Ta-da, made it to the 200-mile marker. Okay, no one's around. Time to do a burpee. Woo! Yeah. Super excited. That means only 9 more miles till I'm at the overpass. Party time. Yeah, party by myself. That's how I roll. Still a bit windy here. Again, I can see the windmills. That's why they're there. Because it's windy. That's what I'm talking about. Destination right there. This is kind of my gig. This part, this was terrible. But it wasn't impossible. Staying pumped. And then sometimes you gotta just talk to the animals. Or actually, I've seen quite a few cool rocks that look like animals. And a frowny face. I'm coming up to that rusty water pipe that everyone's excited to get to, and I'm gonna chug a lug, drink some electrolytes, and head for the bridge. And I hope there's some other people over there. I'm so excited! Did I?
Yes.
What
There was the 200 on the ground, and then there was a 200 marker about half a mile ahead.
I saw that. No, I got a photo of that though. That must have been like a reroute or something, I wonder.
I have no idea. No, it was like
But I was
2
like,
years ago.
really? I was like, what's that? Is it possible this is trail magic yet? Oh my gosh! Are you kidding?
I got bananas,
Oh,
chips, electrolytes.
yes!
Help yourself to whatever you
Oh! Thank you. I should probably sit in this chair, huh? Oh, you're awesome! Thank
And I
you.
pulled hot dogs. I ran out of propane.
8 on your Uber.
Somebody gave me a 4 yesterday in case we
Oh, you said,
Got off
damn.
the mountain.
What the hell did I do to you?
And then
Because the map kept having me go
got
U-turns.
some snacks
So I kept going
from our
U-turns,
trail
kept
angel
saying U-turn,
Halo.
U-turn.
And
They
now
were absolutely
we're getting
mad.
an Uber from Miss Tristina over here.
Hi.
She's giving us the 10-cent tour.
Yes.
She's gonna take us to a place where we could
hangry here in the back seat. Say hello. He's not resting under a tree. Can you believe it?
Still in the shade though.
He's still in the shade though. So we're looking forward to getting some